Chris Allen here on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on this June 15th. Sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Got a weather radio stop tomorrow. Ace Hardware Marketplace in Cave City. More on that in just a second. It is what I like to call Little Friday on this Thursday, and it looks like we're going to continue to be warm and muggy, and then we're going to talk about some better rain chances once we get into the weekend. But yesterday, you could tell that things were heating up, and we had a lot more humidity in the air, and that's going to be present from here on out through the weekend, and that mugginess in the air eventually is going to touch off more showers and thunderstorms. There were a few that popped up yesterday, mostly south of the Tennessee border, on the southern tip of the land between the lakes, Kentucky Lake, Tennessee River Valley. But this morning, all you're seeing is cloud cover in a couple of spots, some high clouds, a little bit of patchy fog, even in a few spots this morning, and temperatures already starting out in the 60s. And it feels, yes, just a little sticky outside, a little muggier. And it's going to be that way as we head into the upcoming weekend. And that mugginess in the air is going to give way to some showers and thunderstorms, better rain chances as we head on in to, Sunday especially. It looks pretty rainy. But we need the rain. We're still well below average on rainfall. Here's a look at Kentucky mesonet temperatures as of 5 a.m. Across the state, we've got 50s to the north, 60s pretty much everywhere else, including southern Kentucky, which is showing a lot of 60s this morning. You've got 60 in Litchfield, 62 in Bon Air, 64 near Edmonton. That's 59 down in Teeville, 60 in Scottsville. Then you've got 60 in the Logan County area, Russellville, 61 in Morgantown. You get the idea. So that's where we're starting this morning as far as temperatures. Where we're going seems to be a bit warmer over the next few days as we take a look at the 10-day blender. Yeah, things are going to heat up, but really, they're going to be more in average for temperatures this time of the year. Remember, we're in the middle of June. Summer will officially start next Wednesday. As a matter of fact, will be the first day of what we call the summer solstice. And that will be primarily the longest day of the year as far as daylight. And then from there, we start to tick down a little by little of the minutes of daylight that we have. That's what happens when we have the sun right at the equator. Summer solstice kicks in next Wednesday, and then things start to tilt from there. But don't expect any cool weather anytime soon. As you look at these numbers on the blender, we're talking upper 80s, trying to hit 90. We almost did it yesterday. Well, not really. Let me back up just a little. 86 was our high temperature yesterday in Bowling Green. And I know I heard from at least two people that said their front porch or back door thermometer read 90 in the direct sunlight. So there were a couple of spots that probably hit 90 or close to it yesterday, 89, 88. But officially, the thermometer at the airport said 86, which is 1 degree shy of the average high, 87. So keep that in mind, that number 87. You see, there's today, there's Saturday, there's maybe next Thursday, Friday. We're going to be right there about average. The only day that looks cooler than average is going to be Monday, and that's because of rain and a cold front that is going to come through. And it's going to bring us, I think, some beneficial rainfall, which is something we desperately need right now. So I think temperatures, we're right where we need to be for this time of the year. Where we're lacking on anything is the amount of rain. So let's see if we can find some on the surface map. this morning, the models, surface models. So here we go, starting this morning, and there's already severe weather going on down south this morning. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings in Louisiana, Mississippi, into Alabama and the panhandle of Florida. All of that very active already this morning, and it's going to be a really active day, severe weather wise, down that way. As you can see, they're just going to continue to get hit, and it's been day after day of thunderstorm activity. This is kind of what we need, but it's too far south. Now, there is a boundary that's going to try to work its way and squeeze out some moisture close to us this afternoon. And there you see it, these little just pop up showers within the region. You get enough daytime heating, the available moisture is out there. That's the stickiness or the heaviness, the muggy air that you feel even already this morning. That's moisture, and all it's got to happen is to be heated up, or we get a little boundary that just squeezes out and pops up these thunderstorms late in the day, and then they just rain themselves out or dissipate after dark once we lose the daytime heating. That's going to be the case today, as you can see on the model map here. Then they all fade away after dark. Here we go into Friday, and you can see more. Look at that. Look at these clusters of thunderstorms. That's some pretty powerful stuff that's going to be in southern Mississippi, even into the overnight hours and early on Friday morning. For us, we're still in the flow to get maybe something. You can see it right there around the Kentucky Tennessee border, even midday tomorrow, possibly even earlier than that. As soon as the sun comes up, there could be some renegade showers that show up tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. Same thing goes for Saturday, but here is the main system coming out of the plains, another piece of energy, plus all of this continuing down south. Eventually, with the flow coming out of the Atlantic and out of the Gulf, well, you can tell all of that's going to meet up kind of right over our area. A front's going to fall southward. It's going to stall out, and we'll finally be the benefactors of some badly needed rainfall. We have got to get some rainfall in here because things are just horribly dry right now. All right, let's take a look at the surface map now and go through the next 7 days. And I can show you there's one boundary that's there this morning, just kind of falling apart. Here's the system to the south. It just doesn't want to go anywhere. Here's a system to the north and another one coming out of the northwest and through the Rockies. So we've got plenty of activity going on. We're kind of in between all the active weather at the moment. But again, this afternoon, like yesterday, there could be these pop-up showers, these little cells that pop up just anywhere, in anybody's guess, anywhere they pop up. There could be some north of us on the Ohio River. There could be some south of us across the Tennessee Valley, Middle Tennessee. And then we go into Friday. Here comes this front, which is going to get jammed up with this system to the south, and then the incoming system from the plains and the Rockies, and they all are going to get kind of log jammed and just kind of bottlenecked into the weekend. This front will go south of us on Friday night into Saturday morning, but then it's going to return as a warm front. And here we go into Saturday night, late, early Sunday morning. This is when the more beneficial showers and thunderstorms start to crop up here in southern Kentucky with this approaching system. And it's going to slow down. It's just going to be pretty much at turtle's pace when we go through the weekend. I mean, here's Monday, and it's still here. And even Monday, we could see some of the heaviest rain. So some of this has been delayed by about 12 to 18 hours over what I was showing you yesterday. So instead of starting Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, it's really going to be more into Sunday and now more into Monday. With the beneficial rain, we could get some heavy rain, maybe even a few strong storms. and then kind of trophy weather, leftovers as we get even into Tuesday. And then at that point, as that low scoots across Tennessee, we're going to have more of the daytime garden variety, late day showers and thunderstorms through much of the rest of next week as that unsettled weather just kind of hangs around. But that's really good news for us, and that we can start to get almost daily chances of rain across the area. But the most beneficial rain is going to come Sunday and Monday. And maybe we can get an inch and a half or more rain out of that system as it slowly creeps across the area. One more thing, Cave City, tomorrow, noon to 2. The weather radio tour continues at Ace Hardware Marketplace, right there on Highway 90, Happy Valley Road, just before it meets up with 31W. That's where the Ace Hardware Marketplace is located. We've been there one time before, but it was a long time ago. I think that was when we were first introducing the weather radio tour. But now they've got a stock of weather radios. This will be the first time back in a long time. So Cave City, tomorrow, noon to 2. I will be there. $38.99 plus tax for that weather radio that you see right there, which is programmable, has an alarm on it, wakes you up in the middle of the night in case of severe weather. And I will program it for you. I'll make it where it's good for the area you live in. That way, the only time you'll hear that thing make a noise is when there's an actual emergency. And that's the brilliance of these weather radios. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Sam Channel Weather. I'm headed to the radio station. Got some more goodies to give away this morning. NHRA tickets. This is Father's Day weekend. And hey, take dad out to Beach Bend Raceway and watch the roadsters and some of the old gassers and stuff like that out there doing drag races and funny cars and all this kind of stuff. So I've got tickets to that. I'm going to give away probably each hour this morning because I got a bunch of them, and it starts today, actually. Yeah, it starts today and runs through Saturday. Today through Saturday at Beach Bend Park. All right. God bless you. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you on the radio.